Red light means danger. Different camera. Still not quite HQ settings because it takes up so much space and uploading time. But anyway, good afternoon. Welcome to Robboland. It's still the afternoon here in Essex in the UK. I'm Rob Wheatley. This is Disgracelands. There he is. I've got to stop doing it all the time. It's not quite effective. What's this? What was it? This was once pretty much an Epiphone casino. Hollow thing inside there. Someone had it before me. They painted it a little bit. You might not be able to notice because it's quite a subtle paint job, so look closely. Although I must admit, I did all the green bits recently. Quite proud of the green bits. I went to town on that bridge and everything. So. But the rest of it was done by someone else. And they filled in where the old pickups were, basically with this lumps of plywood, araldited on the inside here. And filled and God knows what. Put a wooden tailpiece on it. And it did have an old Shala vintage pickup when I got it, and that's ripped off and that's somewhere else. I've got some other pickups that may or may not go on this. I've got a couple of PRS SE Tremonti pickups that I got quite cheap, because I know a lot of people buy those Korean made PRS and they get rid of the pickups and put American pickups in. But I was on YouTube ages ago looking for some pickups, and I went through all these videos of people buying these pickups and demonstrating them, and most of them I really couldn't stand. And these things sounded quite good, and they were played quite clean through a setup. I've seen some more of this other guy's guitar videos, so I knew what his stuff sounded pretty cool. So I'm just going to put that there for a minute. How you all doing? What a funny week again. Been teaching. Second lesson with one new student, really good stuff, and a lesson with another student, and I have to say a huge thanks to the Mercurial number 6, who did a fantastic set of tuition videos. I think it's about 7 videos. If you haven't checked out those particular videos or his channel, definitely go check him out, because he's a very, very talented, very funny guy, very interesting guy to watch. Puts a lot of time and effort into his videos. Yeah, and they're always good stuff. But he did a whole series of videos, guitar tuition videos, on the importance of drone. I won't give it all away, because you should watch it. It's worth taking the time and effort, because there's always something to learn. But anyway, I had a guitar lesson on Thursday, and we were going to be going over some of this sort of stuff. And this kid had been working on bits and pieces of that for a couple of weeks, different ways of getting him into it. And he was, he'd had a hard day at school, I think. It's a bit, and he came in, he just didn't fancy going through that. He said, look, he just needs a bit more practice on the stuff I told him. So I gave him a whole hour's lesson on the importance of the drone and how it works. It's something I have actually covered in other lessons as well, so it wasn't, hopefully I wasn't completely nicking everything that Mercurial number 6 was talking about, but it was a really good lesson. I did it my way, but you know, try to give him as much of this stuff and different ways of thinking about things, relating to other things I've taught him in the past and that. But I came across that technique years ago, completely by accident. I was playing a gig, and quite a lot of our tunes involved barring, you know, the E minor, the E shape, or quite often the A minor shape if it was a song that I'd written. And I'm sitting there quite happily playing in this gig. Well, suddenly get this huge pain through my arm. This was, God, how long ago? 25 years ago, something like that, maybe, yeah. and my hand had completely locked onto the guitar. This one just couldn't move, and that was it. And I couldn't get through the song. I had to just let out this scream. We were in our local pub, so it was all right, you know, it was our Christmas show, no one cared. And like to go outside with the guitar still on my hand, and it literally took like 3 people to get my hand off the guitar. Some people were doing like massaging it and doing all this. I did the noise again. Energy stuff and acupuncture points and all this sort of stuff, and other people were feeding me beer and cigarettes and all the rest of it. Eventually got my hand off it. I walked away for about 10 minutes and came back and tried to play the gig without all that. So at that point, instead of playing bar chords that way, I started playing what I referred to as open-backed bar chords, you know, where you just hit the bass note and let the rest ring out. And that became a big part of my sound. So it's brilliant watching Mercurial No. 6's take on it and the way that he does things, and things that we didn't cover in the lesson, with doing things with capos and this end of the guitar and things like that. But I won't spoil it for you. Go and check his videos out. It's a great series. Anyway, it just reminded me of this old tune I came up with years ago, and I've just been sitting here messing with it. And I knew there was something odd about the rhythm on this. And I think the way that I used to play it, I think I used to have the thumb, if you like, quantized on the bass notes. But this hand, I tried to let go so it goes in and out of time, behind and then ahead of and catches up with them. It can go horribly wrong. But we'll just see. I'll just give you a quick little blast of it because it's quite and it's only the E major bar shape pretty much all the way through, apart from one time when this finger lifts off, bring an E minor in, and then it moves up 1 and then 2. I think that finger comes off there. I don't. Yeah, that finger comes off there. The one on your D string. Now when you move up to there, you turn it into an E minor shape. But that's it. Apart from that, everything else is, you know. Hang on. I'll be better in a second. Oh, cheers, by the way. Oh, coming up soon on this video, TV recreation, like when they do one of those crime things, recreation of an unboxing that happened earlier this week, or an unenveloping. So, guitar struggles, stay with me mate, stay with me Bill, you asked for this, you're going to get this. This is classic TV. I've rehearsed, I've made an envelope because the other one I can't find, and hopefully I'll put the right things in it. And we'll recreate the excitement, the passion, the frustration, the excellence. So that's to come in a couple of minutes, but first this bit, yeah, this is an old tune. So thank you, number 6, for reminding me of that old tune, because that was I always used to really enjoy playing that one. And yeah, thanks for helping me suddenly cobble together. I said, I know, I've got a great lesson we can teach, and we did that, and it was good. So loads of concepts to feed at him, and so we had covered some stuff like that in the past, but he's a better guitar player now than he was a few months ago, thanks to my wonderful teaching methods. Anyway, on with the mystery unboxing. And this is for Bill, guitar struggles, and for Sam, who's been doing his mystery unboxing. So this is me the other day, and there's another good story attached to this as well. So this is you get 3 for the price of 1 here. So I'm out at my post box. I don't make that sodding noise. With a key, the flap comes down. Reach in. There's this envelope. It's not yellow, but as I say, this is a TV recreation, so it's special effects. This isn't an envelope, you know. It said Captain Chaos on it. I thought, no one's called me that in years. And it had my address scrawled on it with my real name and all that. What can this possibly be? What possibly can it be? Possibly can it be what? So check the envelope for explosive devices or, you know, anything like that might, you know, custard pie on a... Nothing. I opened it up and there's a letter. Chaos. Whoop, whoop. Immediately I knew this was from. It was from my old buddy Gordo. Great old friend of mine. We hadn't seen each other for about 25 years until about a year or so ago. Phenomenal, hilarious laugh of a time. If you want to check out, there is a video, Robboland live guitar Alchemy, and it's when Gordo was here, he's sitting on the sofa, I'm sitting here with my Fernandez Sustainer guitar, and I've got it running live through all these bleeding effects, all these VSTs, and it's doing mighty weird things. It looks like the guitar's not being played live, but it is. It's I had it running through delays and things like that, but I didn't have any of the dry signal coming through, so I was playing a note and then I was having to wait for the thing to do its thing, but also it was going through a pitch shifter, it was going through modulators which were running filters, and it was going through, I think it's called Fracture, a VST called Fracture, I believe that's what I was using, which I think sort of granularises the sound and then spits it back, and then I had it going through a gate as well, and some more filters. So I was hitting a note and having to guess when the hell it was coming back at me and what it was going to sound like, whether it was going to be clear as a bell or low, squelchy, farty, whatever. But check out the video, Robboland live guitar Alchemy, but that was Gordo who was here anyway. I couldn't believe I crank called you. Please forgive me. My little peace offering will be enough for you to forgive me. What happened was, I was sitting here one day and the phone rang. The home phone, the bat phone. And not many people have the bat phone number. A lot of people have got the mobile, but not that one. So, and I picked it up and it sounded to me like some cold callers, you know, some insurance salesman or some crap like that that phoned me up. I just were having a conversation with their friend and couldn't be bothered to actually waste any more of my time by actually turning around and talking to me. Like, in all this conversation, so I'm shouting down the phone, oi, oi, I've answered the phone, what do you want? The other voice is, oi, oi, answer the fucking phone, answer the fucking phone, you know. I'm shouting, oi, you bastard, you fucking phone. Next thing I know, oh crap, and it sort of, phone goes down. I get a message from him a bit later on saying, oh shit, he said, what happened was I was in hospital visiting a mate who was really ill. He said, and I sat on my phone and I dialed you by mistake. He's trying to be a good citizen at his mate's bedside, you know, trying to help him out, and I'm swearing, fucking cursing down the other end of the bar, like, oh man, that was funny. But anyway, he said he found these. And so he sent me these as a piece of it, but that gave me a good laugh anyway. So here's my unboxing recreation. Wrangler, Wrangler, Wrangler. It does say on my Facebook page, Guitar Wrangler. And I look over and there's a whole load of picks, except they were much more nicely arranged when I got them. A whole load of picks. But wow, that's interesting. They're all shiny and all this sort of stuff, and they're medium sort of, you know, plasticky sort of stuff. So, but there's a dozen of them. He says, you know, if you don't use them, give them to your students and that, which is really cool because I do. So then I thought, I'll open them. Screwdriver out, in there with us, because the Phillips says that's no bleeding use. Get a nail file out, I'm in there doing all that, trying not to break everything. I'm pulling it up, expecting the whole lot all over the place. Anyway, eventually I managed to get I think a pair of scissors in there and a blowtorch, and eventually get my hand in there and severing several arteries along the way, and removed one, and all the rest now look like that. That's just removing one, and they are perfectly arranged. So as you can see, they're very shiny, like a silver superhero tortoise shell, and they're actually all right. I imagine they'll snap a bit, but there's a dozen of them, and they're a good laugh. They're all right for strumming. My nail is a lot more warm. They're right for strummy sort of. Actually, they're very nice for that. This hand is optional, you know, but there you go. What a lot of fun. I've been working on some other bits on my synth challenge. I challenged myself as well, so I've been doing bits and pieces on that. I'm working on the Stephen Atkins Halloween thing as well, so there's more to come. Anyway, this video is going on far too long. I need to drink some more beer and put some of these guitar backs back. Try and get this back in the packet without severing more arteries. Should be an exciting afternoon. Take it easy everyone. Thanks for watching. Catch you soon. Cheers.